What is up, good people? Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by the stream. We're doing something a little bit different today.
I don't care
Killer
who
Bean.
it is, but
I thought I'd just try something new, you know?
I've been moving crates.
So we're going to hear that a million times. One of my commenters recently said I should try out Killer Bean. I don't know what that meant. So what I've done is got a scene from episode 1 of the Killer Bean TV series, the ill-fated one that only lasted for 2 episodes. And I have imported one scene which was very dry on music. There's like no music at all. I don't get the show. I don't know what it's about. I'm way too old. I'm a millennial, but I think I'll just give it a bash because I enjoy these types of rescore projects. So what we're doing today is using this keyboard and the software that you see behind me, Reaper, to rescore this scene. I'm just going to drag this window a little bit smaller so we can have a little bit of space to check it out. So I'll just walk you through how I typically do scoring work, and maybe this will be of use for you if you're like into film music or game music or want to, you know, improve your film production chops. If you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe. This is an exception, this video, but you'll see from my history that most of what I do is pretty cool. I got Ableton Live templates happening all over the show. You can download them and use them in your own productions, and a lot of I do a lot of Creative Commons music too, so check out the channel and what you think in the comments. Okay, so this top track over here is the narration track, and
I don't care who it is, but someone needs to pay us for our work. I've been moving crates.
Okay, so you should be hearing this character here talking, and it's a comic sort of theme to it. Like, the scene is a bit funny. They discover that for the last 5 years they've just been moving crates back and forth between two shelves, and it's pointless work. They've all been wasting their time, so it's kind of funny. What I'm going to do is start off with a selection of string basses, which is the stuff over here. You might hear that I've got a
I don't care
tempo track set up. You don't actually hear the click, but I've got a tempo track set up, so it's tick, 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 and that's pretty much all the setup we need. And then all of these channels over here on the left are my instrument channels. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's dive in. I'm going to start out with a bass pizzicato because that's the best way to convey a comedy feel. So let's just try and go ahead with the drum. I'm just going to jump in. Something like this.
I don't care who it is, but someone needs to pay us for our work. I've been moving crates.
So that's quite cool. There we go. Just like that. B. No. Yeah, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, record.
But someone needs to pay us for our work. I've been moving crates from the blue.
I've got a recording path error, but that's fine. We're not recording any audio, so let's try that again.
Look, I don't care who it is.
3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4.
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
Wait, so you've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf?
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
What?
dun.
I've been...
Yeah, so a lot of this type of narrative scoring work, it's about timing. Now, I'm looking for beats in the story, points in between dialogue, that kind of thing, where you can like make a bit of a musical point. But the golden rule is never to get in the way of the dialogue. You mustn't make people feel like what's going on. When they listen to the dialogue, it should be all about dialogue, and when they're listening to the music, it should be in the background, somewhere in the background. That's what scoring work is about. Okay, so let's just share this again. Just the simple start.
Look, I don't care who it is, but someone needs to pay us for
3,
our
4.
work. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, so...
Okay, that's a little introduction there. Boom, 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 boom. Now we're gonna let's try a harp out. Anything coming in the harp? No. The harp's offline. So here's a little thing you do to save RAM. You can offline and online effects like that. So that contact over there, that's the name of the actual instrument I'm using to play back the harp sounds, which are up here. And what we should find is that we are triggering them like this. No harp sounds. Maybe our harp is offline. We'll come back to that. No problem. Offline that. And yeah, let's get the grand piano in, see how that sounds. Just kind of throwing ideas against the wall here, seeing what sticks. But we're going to make some cool Killer Bean sounding. Well, we're going to give this Killer Bean episode a little bit of a soundtrack. That's the goal for today. This is still loading. Things take a bit of time when it's got a lot of RAM. Let's keep watching for now.
So you've been moving crates from the blue shelf to
The voiceovers on this are really bad.
What? I've been moving crates from the red shelf to the blue shelf, and I want to get paid for it too.
It just sounds like someone on, you know, like a Zoom call, basically. It doesn't sound very good. So I'm confused as to why Killer Bean is so popular. I kind of read up on the history, but I guess I'm just too old for it. I don't get it. Let's try it out though. Let's see what comes out the pipe. I'm going to stick Killer Bean on the left over here at least, so I can see what's going on, and then we'll shift back over here. Okay.
So you've been...
Where is my grand piano, is the question. There we go, finally a little blue loading wheel, yay. This is a bit of a dry stream so far, but like I said, I thought I'd try something new. And we're going to get something out of this, it's no problem. Okay. You're always going to need a piano when you're piano and strings. These are kind of the ways that the kind of the instruments you use when you're scoring orchestral music. Even though it's changed so much over the years, you can't break away from the roles that the piano and the strings hold in music. Because this is this is the Grandia. So I've got an instrument here which is the Native Instruments unicorder, but it looks like I've enabled the Grandeur, which is this piano over here. I'm going to now switch so that the output here is I don't like that sound at all. I've also got a hold pedal by my feet. Let's give it a lot of it's a combo instrument, that's why it's sounding both. Okay, so let's mute the piano. That sounds a bit like strings, which is quite cool. Piano Grand Una Depro. The Una Corda is a lovely instrument though. You just can't really it's not something you can play. It just gives you kind of more tones than notes. And what I actually need for this is more of a staccato thing, so that's not an appropriate instrument. Let's keep on moving. I'm gonna mute the Una Corda, and we just got a straight up nice dry piano. Let's see how that sounds. Let's go back to here.
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and
Dun, 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 dun. That's it.
that's for our work. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and
There we go.
for our work.
The very simple little part. Let's just write it quickly. Let's turn off the harp and just enable the piano. So go down to the piano. You'll see me recording down here, and we're also just going to move this guy out of the way. Cool. Scoring work takes time. Fear not. And one other thing I want to do is just ensure that only the relevant tracks are showing. So we've got the strings, the piano, and nothing else. There we go. The 3 tracks. I've got a little keyboard shortcut that allows me to hide everything except the selected tracks. So there we go. Now it will.
Look, I don't care who it is, but someone needs to pay us for our work.
2, 3.
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
Okay, so there's a little opening passage. I just want to change one of the points of this note over here, so we can change it there. Cool. And it's
Someone needs to pay us for our work.
1,
I've been
2,
moving
3,
crates
4.
from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years.
Okay. Now, what's next is a quantization. I've got to just get this because I'm doing a lot of stuff computation-wise. I don't have a lot of RAM, so there's a delay on what I'm doing. So I've got to just like correct that basically, which means moving these notes over a little bit. There we go. 1,
I've been
2,
moving crates
3,
from the
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think you hit Q to quantize, and let's quantize them. Can't see everything, but let's stick it over there. 1.
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be.
Okay, that's cool. It's a nice little passage. Let's just get this guy open over here and also quantize that. So we want that to be, yeah, mostly 100%. There we go. One more time.
I've been moving crates.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. This is not like Ableton where you can just click, you can use the mouse to move notes. It's a bit more tricky than that. I mean the keyboard. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I mean, it would be nice if you could, right? There we go. Let's change it to there. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then quantize, make sure it's on the grid. Let's make it an 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is way out of time. This shouldn't be this way. But that's the problem with having like limited RAM. Okay, let's get rid of those. I mean, this is all going to go there, correct? And just actually move it back a little bit more. There we go, cool. And this is not quite complete. Okay, we'll take that down one. Okay, our first passage is complete. 2, 2, 2,
From the
3.
blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
And now we've got to bring in a little bit of percussion. So we've got this intro section set up here. Let's just save this project so it doesn't go down the toilet. And currently working on this thing's on borrowed time basically. Head over to audio not published. Killer Bean. We don't need the subdirectory. There we go. Cool. Let's open up all of our instruments again and find some percussion. I might have put this template together before I had access to orchestral percussion. No, I didn't. That's right here. Okay, so now what I'm doing is switching over to CP-Ins, which is cinematic percussion ensemble. It's the famous Native Instruments one. You hear it in like all the movies. It's really widely used and powerful. But what I'm actually looking for is not so much that stuff. It's this stuff, the orchestral percussion. So it's like wood blocks and chimes and quirky instruments. Basically, what's what we're looking for here? Quirky. Cool. So if you've just joined, what I'm doing is scoring Killer Bean, one of the episodes.
Someone needs to pay us for our work. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
Okay, so let's just stop it there.
So you've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf.
RAM is loading.
Yeah.
This is a rescore of Killer Bean, which is a TV show I don't really understand. I don't get it. This web series, I read up about it. It was like got like really amateur voice actors, and you can hear it. You can hear that the voiceovers are like done into laptop mics, and it just doesn't match the animation quality. And besides that, there's almost no music, so I thought this is a good target for a rescore. So you can hear in this scene, there's actually no music, and then these huge pauses in the dialogue. And I'm like, as a music soundtrack artist, I'm like, this is like not right. You should have something going here. Doesn't mean you should always have music, but in this case, you really, really should. So that's what I'm doing. I'm filling the gap left by whoever made this piece of crap episode of Killer Bean. Super popular, but definitely something missing. I mean, you could have just got like some royalty-free tracks or something, like anything, just to make it like less crap. Okay, so right now you can hear different sounds. I'm previewing them for inclusion as percussion instruments. Just going through them here. Cymbals and things. Okay, that's the cymbal phase, obviously. Okay, there we go. That's quite nice. Let's try that. I'm just going to go back to that one over there. I want this one here. There, these are the kind of sounds you could work. There we go. There's a chromatic sort of glockenspiel sound over there. That kind of works. Okay, so we could use that as the glockenspiel. That's up on one of the higher octaves. We'll figure that out now. And then I'm looking for vibra slaps and other sounds like that. So let's just do the chromatic run through of this. Those are all timpani. I don't want that. Okay, orchestral percussion. It's got more of those types of sounds. Okay. This would be cool if there was like some action happening, but this is just a scene where the beans are sitting around the table and they're just talking about how they've wasted the last 5 years of their life just moving stuff from one shelf to another. It's been a complete waste. Okay. Okay, let's open up this one over here. I'm in the selection mode now, so what I'm looking for is these types of effects here. We've got an entire suite of orchestral percussion happening. I just want to check out what the rules are. I think it's MIDI related. MIDI 1, yeah, MIDI 2. So I'm going to switch over to MIDI 2 here. There's a switch on my left. Okay, that's going to run that one. MIDI select 2. Yeah, okay, good. Now we are selecting this entire section over here. So top one is soft mallets, second one is hard mallets, etc. Now what we actually want is orchestral shakers, which I think is under MIDI 16. So MIDI 12. Let's go over to the MIDI 12, and now we should be triggering this type of stuff. So it takes a while sometimes to even find what you're looking for, but looks like we got there. And there should also be another way to trigger these. Let's get over to Cineperk and find orchestral shakers, gongs, tum-tum, concert tons, popcorn snare, etc., etc. Woods. There we go. Wood blocks. So I actually haven't explored much in the woods section. Maybe what we should do is create a whole new channel for that. But for now, let's just get going. I'm going to perhaps offline it and duplicate it. So I'm doing a little bit of library work here. Gilp, what's happening, dude? Hi, John. Just a reminder, you could always make the free Reaper projects, but just using recorded stuff. Using only the Reaper inbuilt plugins. Yes, you're absolutely right. The Reaper community would appreciate that. I don't know how many people are gonna go ahead and find and download that stuff. I know Ableton is just way more popular, but that would definitely be useful. The other issue is that Reaper doesn't have a lot of onboard sounds. It's got like Synth 1 and Resamplomatic and all that stuff, but that's the main reason that you have to use all these external VSTs with Reaper. But yeah, thanks for showing up and noticing. I appreciate it. you know my thing, right? I do self-contained templates. That's my sort of shtick. How you doing today? What's keeping you busy? Okay, let's get CP, and we're going to call this woods because I've been meaning to make a woods template. So what we're going to do next is just find I'm going to replace, that's right, yeah. I'm going to replace all of these with a woods, with all the woods channels basically. So wood blocks, it's going to load those up. Might take a bit of time, and I like the way that Contact automatically senses that you want multiple MIDI inputs. So it's already mapped it to MIDI 2 here. I know this is quite boring if you don't know anything about scoring, but it saves you having to go ahead and do it yourself basically. So I'm going to just take all of these. Let's just take 1, 2, 3, see if they work. 1, 2, 3, great, thank you. I might be maxing out my RAM right about now, 7,900. Let's try it. I'm going to go for the big one. You ready? Boom. I'm going to load in all 13. Cool, so we're loading up different wood block sounds, and I'm creating a little template rack here called CP Woods, which is Cineperk, which has got some incredible sounding percussion and drum sounds. Great, now that that's ready, I just want to save it as a template, and I'm going to call it CP Woods, just in the relevant directory. And that's actually just one of the woods templates. The rest we've got stuff like metals, ethnic, big perk, toys. Let's check out toys. Vibraslap, I did want one of those, so let's get another duplicate of this, and I want to offline that, bring this toys, and we're going to do the same thing here. I didn't actually mean to offline it, but anyway, we'll do a duplicate of that Contact instrument. Gilp says, good new free reverb is Cloud Seed 2.0. Their evolution demo is unlimited time. There's no limits and iterating white noise. If you're happy with the plugin, you can always buy a license. Cloud Seed 2.0. Where did you hear about that? That sounds cool. Cool. Making progress, people, trying out new stuff, trying to grow this YouTube channel. That's the vibe right about now, and maybe I can offer some insight into helping others do the same. Let's open up this one. There we go. Cool. So toys is now open. Don't need any of this. What I want to do is just load up all the toys basically, and hope that there are fewer than 16 of them. Yep. Okay, let's go to toys. You mean you could lose your life in this stuff? It's really all very deep and dense. But yeah, let's get back to the project once this is loaded. Contact's setup process is it's not too bad, but I mean it's not the type of thing you really want to do on a live stream. But the way that I show up every day means that I get to actually do a bit of work on these streams. Okay, cool. Ghost Note Audio. Alright, nice one. That sounds cool. Maybe I'll check that out. It's Cloud Seed. Okay, sweet. Cool. Let us get over to last step now is just to save toys as a template. Okay, CP toys and more technically, but we're just going to call it toys. Okay, right, now that we've got a whole bunch of stuff loaded up, let's see how it sounds. The best part. Hooters. That's more of a sound effect than a musical part. Okay, good. Next up. Okay, so we're on MIDI 12, I think. Let's go back to MIDI 1. Ratchet. That's called Ratchet. It's the same thing again and again, basically. It's more of a sound effect. MIDI 2. Vibroslap. This will be quite limited, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Gilp says it's really easy and fast to install. Haha, you must work for them. Ghost Note. You did say that you were working for a audio production company, right? Is that it? Ghost Note. Toys. Sand blocks. So right now I'm trying to trigger sand blocks, but nothing's coming out. I think it might just be where I am. Nothing happening there. Interesting. There. Oh, they've mismapped it. There's actually nothing in these. Unless it's like, okay, I don't know what the hell that is. Sand blocks is a waste of time. Waterphone. This is an interesting one too. Let's switch over to MIDI 4. Yeah, this type of stuff. Horror movie score. Waterphone. Nice. I mean, not nice, horrible, but you get the point. Let's go to 5. Waterphone, water. Yeah, these are all more sound effects than musical moments. Let's take a toy. There we go. Flexitone, is that the name of it? Yeah, the creepy sound, that's right. I'm now previewing this thing called a flexitone, which is the first I've heard of it. But this is how you like you expand your repertoire of what things are called, you know. Whistles, again, sound effects, train. That's for funny stuff, so that's like fart jokes and that kind of thing. Number 8, which is, it sounds like sound effects, train set, what's it called? Typewriter. I actually have used typewriter before, I think. Keyboard and mouse, okay, we can guess what that is. Spring drum, number 10. Let's change to MIDI 10. 1. That's a nice far away sound, kind of creepy too. Let's go to Lion's Roar, MIDI 11. What could that be? I don't know what some of these things are going to ever be used for, but anyway. Car horns, we know what that sounds like. Claps and snaps. Let's go to 13. It's quite nice for, we could use this for dance music, you know. These are like really well recorded. Not very useful for what I'm doing now though. Bottle caps and lids, okay. Again, not water, not really musical. And let's go to 15, which is washboard. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Okay, there we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, that's fine. So toys and more is actually more of a it's more of a sound design pack than a music. That might come in useful. Okay. Alright, so we've maxed out toys and more. I've created the sample, the template, so I don't actually need it. I'm not going to use it much. Maybe I'll use the flexitone, but let's just switch it off for now. What I'm looking for actually is a sound which...
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be...
Maybe like that, something like that. I also like how... what I was going for, sorry, was woods. That's right. We haven't actually listened to the woods. We haven't previewed them. This is what I wanted to do. So wood blocks, getting on channel 1. That's the one. That's exactly what we're looking for here. We're looking for... I want it to just be dry though, so you can actually turn off... You can turn on close, and that will update the sample pool. Make sure that dry is off. There we go. Is this sound for a movie you're making? This is fire. Yeah, well, this is scoring work, Gil. So what I've done is taken this scene from Killer Bean, which was one of my followers had a request to score, or she actually just said Killer Bean. I don't know what that means, so I'm scoring a scene from the web series Killer Bean, which apparently is also a game. Yeah. I mean music year. What does that mean? I've done a bunch of this kind of stuff in the past. Mostly for audio dramas actually, but picture and film is actually where it's at, right? And right now it's such early days with this YouTube channel that what I'm trying to do is just experiment with different sound, experiment with different styles, and plug into different circles and see who I'm trying to serve really, who ultimately is going to hire me to do this kind of work. Web series I'm happy to do, you know, like for like maybe $100 an episode. That's the type of work I want to do. And then a custom score means that you're not just using like backing tracks, you're actually timing it, which is essential to storytelling. You can't just have music that sounds like a loop. That works for a game, but for dialogue, it's all about timing, finding the gaps in the timing. This is a clave, I think. Okay, that's just one, and that sounds great to me. So we're going to use a lot of this woods section for this kind of comedy sound writing. These are also going to be like useful temple blocks. Let's try out these ones. You can't see what I'm doing, huh? I'm just previewing different sounds. Cool. Nothing coming out there. Or it hasn't loaded yet, one of the two. All these blue notes at the bottom should be the library. Every time I play one of them, it should play a sound. That's what that map is for, but it looks like it's been mismapped, unfortunately. Let's go to MIDI channel 3 and try, what is it, claves. That's what I was just on. And they've all got such nice velocity sensitivity, like, okay, cool. Let's try channel 4. This is the stuff too. Okay, so let's get something down. I'm not going to spend all day previewing them. We'll bring that into the background and we'll just start writing a little bit of this percussion stuff. So I'm going to just zero it out so that all we see is the woods channel. And now we're going to... sorry, I just need to find I need a marker real quick. Oops, there we go. This marker here is starting playback. And so far, this is where it ends. So let's do one there. That means I can now go and find my woods channel and start recording.
Need to pay us for our work. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
Okay. Okay, I'm just looking for a sustained kind of castanet sound. If they've got, maybe they don't have. Okay. I'm looking for a sustained castanet sound. Let's make it for an impact.
For our work.
2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 1 2.
And I want to be paid for it.
Okay, let's just that's all we need.
Be paid for it. Be paid for it.
And then we got to add that later because of the dialogue.
Paid for it.
Wait.
There you go. So you got a little break in the dialogue, and that's where we put the castanet sound. That's what's important. So we don't need any of that. And let's get over to MIDI channel 5 now and see what we got. Oh, that's too loud. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, scoring work I prefer to like dance music production, to be honest. It's just more creative. This is a guiro. That's a fixed tempo that I've just played there, which is not very helpful unless you're playing it at that same tempo. It's just it's a bit harsh. It's not really the sound I'm going for. Let's keep going with our quest through the MIDI-verse. And we're looking now at, what is this one? Open up the slapstick. Okay, literally it is a slapstick. Pulley sticks. Pulley sticks.
From the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it. Be paid for it.
Let's try the group one. I just want to hear what that sounds like. Where is it? There, that's that. So it's actually 8. Okay, let's try 10. Anklungs, that's what this is called. Interesting. And it goes down an octave. Apple box. This is fun. Alright, kids. Might have to disappear and wrap this up. Be right back. Okay, we're back. We are previewing Apple Box, which I'm assuming is what it sounds like, just literally a Apple Box. Now we're going to go to 12. Hot Rods. What is Hot Rods? It's quite fun, like just experimenting with all the stuff and seeing what comes out. Okay, Hot Rods. Nothing really happening there. And then 13, sorry. It would be nice to have a channel for each one of these, but I don't think that's an option. So here we go. Let's get on the.
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years, and I want to be paid for it.
Wait.
Years, and I want to be paid.
I don't know if that's the right sound, but it is. Let's go back to the previous marker.
I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years.
Okay, let's just knock in like a sort of a second one
Someone
here.
needs to pay us for our work. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the past 4 years.
Okay, we'll take out the second. Maybe just even this one here too. Take that out, and then the rest, of course, we need to now not subscribe. Be right back. All right, cool. Interruptions abound, but yeah, slow progress.
I've been moving crates. I've been moving. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf. I've been moving crates from the blue shelf to the red shelf for the.
And then we can do another 2 of those. Okay, good. This has been a slow start today, but I have been doing some, template creation and stuff. So
I've been
2,
moving
3,
crates
4,
from the
1,
blue shelf to the red
4,
shelf for the
1,
past
2, 3,
4
4,
years,
1.
and I want to be paid for it.
Wait.
This can just come down in volume. So that's it for today, kids. Done pretty well, made a start on this. I do miss this kind of scoring work. I've done a lot of it for audio drama, and if you want to hear more on that, there's an audio drama called La Frisia Chronicles, which I can direct you to. But yeah, seeing as there's 0 people here and I'm talking to myself, I'm just going to wrap it up now. See you again tomorrow for a stream where we keep on doing this kind of scoring work for the TV series Killer Bean. All right, take it easy, have a good day, see you tomorrow, bye.